The audio's going, the camera's going. I think we're chilling.
Okay. Uno, dos, tres.
Welcome to Gaming Pop. Gaming Pop Podcast. It's the end of the review. Oh my gosh. End of the year.
End of the year.
So it's time for a review of the year.
Yeah, dude. What the hell? We've taken some breaks. We've taken some lengthy breaks at some points. But we're still here. We're continuing.
It blows my mind that we did start that this year. That's interesting. That was this year. March is when we started, right?
Yeah. Yeah, March.
So, damn. So we'll have an official year here in 4 months
real
now?
soon. Real freaking soon, bro.
Shit. That's
dog.
crazy. How many episodes have we dropped already, then?
Bruh, I don't... Where we at?
We're at episode... This is going to be episode 16 or something. But we also have to keep in mind all of the other shit that we've dropped.
Yeah. That some's not even on here. So we've probably done like...
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 videos in a few months, y'all. Like, that's some banger shit.
I don't think it's a few months. I think it's almost a year.
A few months to a year.
Hey, for the listeners out there, bro, I still remember the conversation that Jorian had. Jorian's the one who came up with this idea.
Yeah, with Game Pop, yeah. It was a joint idea.
It was a joint idea, but I remember, because I finished, me and my old roommate finished our podcast. And I was kind of just like, you know what? It wasn't for me anymore. I was just like, I'm just not into it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just not into it anymore. I didn't really feel like it was going in the direction I wanted it to go in. Kind of felt like we were just rambling on a lot with no insight. So I kind of left that. And then I remember we were in the car driving to Walmart. And then Jorian out of nowhere, bro, he's like, man, what if we had what if we did a podcast and it was like 2 colored kids talking about all this nerdy shit that we love, because we barely get to see representation from us in that light.
That was the point.
And as soon as he said that, I piggybacked and was just like, dude, that's actually a brilliant idea, because we are 2 very huge fucking nerds.
Yes, sir.
And I love to talk about all this shit. He loves to talk about all this shit. And it was kind of just like, you know what? Yeah, everybody starts from somewhere. And I would love to be at one point to show people, kids of color or whatever, that, hey, y'all could do this too. You know what I'm saying? And I think what we've done so far, and our downloads, the support you guys show us is awesome, dude. Like, we never would have thought. Like, we got a t-shirt right here that says Gaming Pop on it. This is cool stuff.
No, it's phenomenal. It's crazy how quick it took off too, and it goes to show, like, when you put your mind to something, you just have to do it. Yeah. And I think with our breaks and stuff like that, the only reason that we took breaks was literally for family and like actual reasons. It wasn't man, I just don't feel like doing the episodes today. But there was maybe 1 or 2 times when it was like that, but it was only still after the whole like getting over family shit.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
A lot of family stuff went down. We went on our first vacation like without parents on our own. Like that shit was cool. You've probably been out of state before without your parents, obviously.
Yeah.
But Florida, for me, that was like my biggest trip ever. Yeah. And it's like I got to go with my best friend here, and it's like here we are making more podcasts. And I don't know. I don't want to ramble, but it's just like. Hey, literally just do what you want to do. Like I wanted to make videos, so this was my quickest way to make my videos, dude. And here we are doing that. And it's like we got to piggyback off the idea of it being a black podcast. Like that's what our main idea was. Is we want, like Charles said, our ideas to be out there. I'm so sick of watching homies talk about all these games and miss the fun points. And it's like now we've got all the points that we want to hit, and we get to be black. Hey. You said you don't want to ramble, and I'm like, hey, this is what this episode is for. It is a ramble. It's our
This is
ramble.
what this episode is for.
So yeah,
feel free, man. Just
that was what I was gonna get at. Was like with our year, we've done a lot. I mean, we've had, like I said, 20 episodes. these are an hour long, so it's not like we're just sitting here for 2 minutes and we drop a 2-minute video. No, we we definitely put aside time. Me and Chuck me and him have butt heads like once or twice on shit that we want to get done for this podcast because it's such a goal and a desire for us, and we love it, and we love the comments. We wish we got more comments. We're shitty at replying at them as it is, but we want more. We want to be connected to y'all. We love even the 10 minutes of just y'all liking the video. Like, that is the world for us.
Yeah, man. To piggyback off the comments, there's some things we're working towards for next year, and there's some big things we're looking to get going just with this, man. You know,
we both have full-time jobs. This is this podcast in and of itself, if we could do it the way we wanted to, would be a full-time job. Absolute full-time. Yeah. So it's like where we're at now, we're giving it as much time as we possibly can. Chuck's got to head off to work here in a minute. We're trying to squeeze this in between our lunch breaks almost.
Yeah, bro. Like, people, it's funny because the listeners and all our supporters, they don't know, like, really what's going on in the back end.
Exactly.
And it's like, nah, bro, like, we're here right now, and mofo's got work in like an hour or two. Yeah. It's like, I'm here because we're dedicated and because we want to just keep pushing out content and getting better, and we're not going to get better until we continue to put these out and continue to practice and continue to edit and continue to set up cameras, lights, etc. Like, it all starts with us just getting up for the day and coming in and doing it.
No, and you saying getting better is like the biggest part of that, because there's so many times where it's like, I've looked back on episodes, just even my like body language in previous episodes. I'm like, oh my God, I hate myself. And I told him that so many times. The audio is cut out, the camera cut out. Like, we've gotten all of our stuff so much better as each episode goes. It blows my mind. You can see even like the video quality from our first episode to now. Like, it's either remained the same, gone down, or gone up. Like, there's progress in our episodes.
For sure.
And it blows my mind, bro. I'm just so happy.
I'm just so stoked on it too, dude. Like, seeing everything that to go back, like with our first live episode, I remember when we wrapped up season 1, and like we freaking had the mics, Damon came through, we had Cohill.
It was such a cool episode for us.
And it was just like, we did that episode, and then afterwards we were like looking at the comments like, yo, the audio's terrible. Like, and I was just like, oh dude, like, we're so sorry, bro. Like,
guys, we just did all good.
And then we're getting the comments like, well, you brought your first guest on, you guys barely asked him about himself. Like, we didn't really get to know Cohill.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is all, it's just funny to us. It's learning though. It is learning. Now it's like, next time when we have a guest on, which hopefully,
hey, we know who might be. We're working with them.
When we bring a new guest on, we'll take all those things into account. We'll make sure our audio's cool. We'll make sure we're asking the right questions, getting them involved, etc. Like, things like that. Like, it's all a learning process. And that's one thing that I'm just happy about, seeing everything we've done. Yeah. And from the start of this, bro, and I think getting into podcasting and putting the content out in general, not even just podcasts, but content in general, is you can get distracted so hard on numbers, likes, dislikes.
Start to hate yourself because you're not getting the likes. Because you're not getting the comments.
Yeah, you know, you're not getting that exposure that you want. You know, and I've learned that, hey, in this podcast business, this is like, in anything you do in life, you need to start out somewhere. Yep. And you need to just be consistent and put out your content. And then eventually, your supporters who are here from day one, Tauntaun, Cohill, Adrian,
Justin,
Rachel, Justin, Mitchell, bro, there's so many of you guys. And like, I'm sorry if we didn't get everybody's names here. Chris, Chase, Ish, like, there's so many, Killian, like, so many people who supported us and helped us. Ricky, like, you know, feedback, like, just like, yo, I love that episode. Like, you know, there's too many of you guys. No. I'm sorry if we can't name off everybody, but
and that's even a cool point in of itself too, because like, we've low-key gotten famous. Like, just out here in Pahrump, like, I've gone to go to a bar and been like, I hate saying that because I know we're not. I hate saying that because I know we're not, but it's like, I went to a bar one night and 3 homies like, bro, I love your podcast, dude. Yeah. I watch it. I live in Texas and I watch that shit all the time. All that shit. And it's like, how do y'all even know about my podcast when it's like, y'all say you know me, but I don't remember. I've got the shittiest memory when it comes to people sometimes, and it's like, it's so cool. It's just it makes me so happy to know that people do love and enjoy the time that like we're putting out there, because we love and enjoy it too.
No doubt.
And I think with the comments and kind of with the new year, like you were starting to get to, we've got so much planned for the new year.
We
love the reviews. We want to do more shows.
Yeah.
We want to like I said, we want to make this a full-time job, but I mean that comes with time. That comes with
time.
Likes. That comes with comments. That comes with
support.
You know, exactly.
Support. I mean, like your guys' support
has been
keeps
a lot.
us going. Like it does. It's been a lot. It keeps us going, bro.
Imagine though, had our first episodes or whatever had not gotten no likes, had not gotten no comments. I mean, even our brother, like Jalen, was probably the one person who made a like and a comment on our first video, but even that was enough to be like, all right, fuck it, let's just keep doing another one.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And then Tauntaun made a comment, and it's like, fuck yeah, let's make another video. Then Homie's made it, and it's like, yes.
And it just that snowball effect, bro. And I remember it was like around July 4th, around my birthday, and I had that party. Unfortunately, Jory wasn't able to make it. But I had Chris, and I'm so sorry, I can't think of his name right now. But some of the fellows from Los Niños came out, and we were just talking about having a mashup of Los Niños and Gaming Pop, and then here we are. We just saw Tauntaun's comment
of it
from 2 weeks ago, and he was like, "Bro, eventually a little Los Niños Gaming Pop crossover
it needs to happen."
And that's things that like going forward in the future is like we want, like we just want to expand. We want to collaborate. Collaboration is huge in this industry and content in general, and I feel like we got some really big plans for next year. We've got
a lot of plans. I mean,
we're scoping out logos. We're scoping out logos. We're scoping out logos. So we're gonna get like an official logo here pretty soon.
Yeah, that's our big thing. Logo and a shirt. Those are your next two things to look out for us.
Yeah, that was for sure. Maybe on our 1 year anniversary.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll drop a shirt.
I'm feeling a little before that.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll let you know.
But
you keep in touch.
We definitely thinking about the future, and we got a lot of plans in the works. And like I said, we would not be here without you guys. We have Buzzsprout pulled up right now. That's where we're looking at everything. All of our analytics, all of our numbers, all of our episodes, and everything like that, man.
I was looking just now, and our biggest episode is number 6, and it might just be because we did that season finale. But that's our biggest episode, and it's like that was our halfway point for sure. Because I remember at that point, homies were like, "Are we gonna keep doing this?" And in fact, episode 10, wherever that hoe is. 10 and season finale, those were literally episodes were like right in the mix where we're like, are we gonna keep doing this, Chuck? Do we want to stop? Do we want to go back to living our lives? We said, fuck that. Here we are to make more episodes. Alright, well, we're done being sappy. Good. Thanks again for loving us. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, keep us going. What the main topic of tonight is, today is the review of the year. Games, movies, and music.
Okay.
I want to do maybe your top 3 of each category: games, movies, music.
Okay.
Where should we start?
We can start with movies.
Okay, I'm with that. Movies are fresh on the head.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay. It's hard for me to think of a lot of movies this year. Obviously, Spider-Man's there. I don't want to put that on the top because it's too fresh, I feel like. Not a little fair to everybody else. I will say my number 3 right now is Dune. Dune was a badass movie. I liked it. I hate the whole cliffhangery aspect of it, but I mean, that's just how movies are. Number 2 would have to be Eternals, as weird as that is. I really liked Eternals. I liked Eternals, and this is a little on me. I just come off of like a mushroom trip, like probably a week before that movie came out.
Let them know.
So when I sat in that movie, the whole time I'm just like I'm taped to it because I'm like, man, they are literally showing me the things I saw on my trip. I'm really glad you pulled that up too because that helps a lot.
There's so
I don't know
much.
any of those.
Yeah, this is a lot.
No. Last Night in Soho. That was hella good. Really? That was a good movie.
That one looked very interesting. I didn't see that one.
It was about a chick who moves to London, Soho, and like she moves into this apartment where a bunch of people got killed, and she's trying to figure out why and how they got killed.
Yeah. And
it slowly unravels to be this like big sex chain thing where this dude is like,
what? This
dude pimps out people. Oh, and that's a movie I really wanted to see. Oh, damn it.
What?
The Green Knight. I wanted to see that one hella bad.
Green Knight looked crazy.
That one looked sick.
I heard The Green Knight is actually really like, it's an A24 movie, so it's they're like, it is slow, but if you just sit through it and sit with it, just like a movie. Like they said that movie is really, really.
I could believe
really
it.
Good.
It looked cool from the trailers. King Kong came out this year.
King Kong did come out this year.
But those aren't my tops. I'm trying to think of my top movies. For sure, right now, Dune 3, Eternals number 2, and I think number 1, what was that Star Wars little show that came out? I can't remember the name of the show.
Visions.
Star Wars Visions. That's honestly my number 1. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty fucking hard.
That was a good movie too.
It wasn't. I mean, I know it's technically a TV show, but I'm counting it.
Okay, so my movies. I think for number 1.
I lied. I gotta take one of those back.
What?
Let me take back Eternals and trade that for The Harder They Fall.
The Harder They Fall. I think I've heard of it.
It's that one on Netflix. It's the Black Cowboy movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That movie was sick as fuck. That movie inspired me. That movie hella inspired me. I love that's definitely my number 2 or 1.
Nice.
Probably 1.
I haven't checked that one out either. I gotta see that one.
That one it's all black cast. It's about all black cowboys, and the cool thing is like this is history. Like
I've seen the cast.
This shit really happened.
Like Idris is in there.
Your one boy from Atlanta.
The chubby girl?
No.
Oh, Lanky.
Yep,
yeah,
wild one.
No, for sure. That movie was interesting. I don't know. I just didn't watch it. I don't know.
It's a Netflix. It's kind of hard to sit down for a Netflix. Yeah. It's really been nice with the movie theater because I have yet to stop going since Spider-Man came out. Yes. I've seen Spider-Man 3 times and The Matrix, and it's like there's no other way to watch a movie now. Again,
I would say so top 3 for me. Spider-Man.
Beautiful.
Spider-Man is my number 1.
I can see that. I can see exactly why.
The first movie that from post pandemic, well, the pandemic's still going on. I'm sorry. First movie back when everything kind of started to lessen was Black Widow. We went and saw that together. I remember. Me, you, and the boys, and it was like, all right, cool. It was just a very safe Marvel movie.
Very safe.
Very safe. Normal. Like, here's this corny villain who. Whatever.
And they didn't even use the bad guys right. Taskmaster, they didn't use that dude right at all. They didn't use him right at all. No.
You barely saw Taskmaster too. So that movie was it was like cool to be back in the movie theaters, but at the same time it was like, okay, whatever. But Spider-Man, the joy that I got from watching Spider-Man, the joy from hearing the theater, they're clapping way too much. Way too much. But for the times where like the Spider-Man come through, and you just hear that, it gives you that Infinity War moment, it gives you that Endgame moment, where you're like, let's go!
Yeah.
And I'm like, I miss that feeling so much. So Spider-Man, definitely my number 1. Second, I just saw it, which you guys are probably going to think I'm weird for this, but Luca, the Disney movie, I was actually really surprised by that movie.
That's cool.
Luca was really cute.
I wanted to see that one. I wanted to watch that one.
Luca's really cute, bro. I recommend that movie. I really did like it, and I don't really watch too much, kid movie. We don't have children or anything like that.
We got Disney Plus.
Not saying you need to have children to enjoy those movies. Even because Ish thinks that. Ish made fun of me because I liked Luca. And he was like, look at you, fucking grown-ass man watching Luca.
Hey, my mom watches Christmas. My mom made us all sit down and watch like an animated Christmas movie, and it's like, I wanted to be mad, but I'm like, at the end of the day, this is still art. It's still art. It's still family or whatever. No. So it's hard to hate on animated movies.
And think about it, too. There's grown people making that content. Exactly. Grown people are making that. That's their job.
Now, if we're talking like the baby animated shit that's animated for babies,
for sure.
We're not talking that. No.
Get out of here. But Luca, I guess I would just put it my second. I mean, I can't think of too much. I was kind of looking at some stuff. And then I will say another really cool experience for me, because I don't really smoke trees, but my cousins came over. It was, I don't know when, it was holiday time or something, maybe somebody's birthday. Basically, when Godzilla vs. Kong came out, my cousins had some trees, and I was like, fuck it. We're just going to sit down and watch this movie, whatever. So I smoked it, and then sat down, and bruh, that fucking experience, because I don't smoke anymore, that nigga, I was on my ass, bro. Like, and it was just so amazed, bro, by that movie. We had the sound bar, so it was like kind of felt like you were in the movie theater. It was so fucking loud. Yeah, that was an awesome experience. Yeah, that movie the plot is stupid, but those fight scenes between them, they were on fire. Awesome, bro, awesome. So I would say those are my top 3.
Okay.
I'm not a big cinephile. I'll be honest, guys. I'm not one of the art hoes.
And I want to be. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm not one of the art movie hoes.
When I first moved back to Vegas, I really was on that. I was on like, let's only watch artistic, cool ass movies. And I don't know what happened, but slowly but surely it was just like, all right, if it's not Star Wars or Marvel, I don't got the attention. I don't know why. Lighthouse, like, did you see that one?
I did see Lighthouse.
And I remember everyone loved and ranted about it. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I mean...
I remember in the movie thinking it was cool as fuck. I liked it. The plot of it was cool, but I fell asleep. But art movies are always cool. There's one with... Art
movies are chill.
Frodo Baggins. What's the Frodo Baggins dude's name? Something Woods.
Elijah
Woods.
Elijah Woods.
So he's got a movie where, like, his long-lost dad all of a sudden writes him a letter. He goes to hang out with his dad, finds out, like, his dad is wrapped up in some, like, weird murder mystery case, and that was a good-ass movie. Another one. That Soho movie, that was another art movie. That one was pretty fucking cool, too.
Let me see. This is a movie that I didn't watch, but...
Viewer, go ahead. Send us your top 3 movies right now. We're going to go ahead and rewatch those at some point. And in the future, drop us movie suggestions because we want to get artistic cinephile you like.
You know, real quick with the art hose, one movie I did want to see, another A24.
I did want to see that one too.
Lamb.
I wanted to see that one, but
I want to see Lamb, bro.
But my symbolism mind got me a little too scared with the Lamb of God.
Well, Lamb looks trippy. Like,
that's why it looks.
It's like another. It's a horror drama. So like. But it's like, I don't know, like...
That's the same people who made the Midsommar, right?
Yeah.
A24?
Midsommar, Hereditary.
Okay.
Like, A24.
They're slowly starting to become one of my favorites.
Those mofos, they're crazy.
They're starting to become my favorite. They've got some little comedy movie that just came out, too, and that looks funny.
Really?
I don't know what it's called.
They also put out the one with... Well, they helped produce that... what the fuck is his name? Jonah Hill. The skate movie?
Oh, that was that?
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
What movie was it? What?
That was
mid-90s. Mid-90s.
That was this year, too.
No, mid-90s is old.
Is it?
Mid-90s is like 2 years old. Damn it. It's like 2-3 years old.
That's why we're not cinephiles.
But mid-90s, bro, I bought that movie. Like, when it came out, like, I bought it. I really did like that movie a lot.
It was cool. It definitely was a cool movie. For some reason, it's not a repeat in my mind. I definitely was
it was one and done. Yeah. It was one and done, yeah.
But it was a cool. I mean, maybe in like a few years I could look back on it.
Look back and watch it, yeah. But yeah, totally just got off topic there. But yeah, so those are my movies. Yeah, top 3. Like I said, I probably have to dig into it more. But I would say Spider-Man, Luca, and
you said King Kong,
King and Godzilla, and also Marvel. Whatever year. Shout out to WandaVision.
That was a good one.
WandaVision came out this fucking year, guys.
Yeah, that was this year too. Yeah,
that's wild.
That's this year. That's the beginning of this year.
Wild, bro. Like that came out. It's crazy.
It's crazy because that came out and all of the Falcon and Winter Soldier came out too.
Yes, and Wanda, Falcon, Loki.
The funny thing is, I have blurred out Winter. That shit is gone.
That show is trash.
Winter Soldier and Falcon is gone.
It was so bad, and they had that moment too, to where the bad cap kills that guy, and you see the bloody shield. So you're thinking like, oh shit,
he's gonna get good.
He's gonna go crazy. He ends up being a good guy.
Yeah.
He ends up being an anti-hero. I'm like, you totally just wasted what could have been right there.
No,
he could have turned into a bad one. Shit. And just, that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome to see. But it's like, oh, I'm an anti-hero.
If anything, what they could have done was made him a bad guy and let him go loose. Be like, we'll see him again some other time. And they never showed us him again. They could have done some shit like that. To where we're always thinking, man, is this guy going to fucking come out of the woodworks? Yeah. Because that dude, he's got a cool little backstory. That's a good...
No, for sure, yeah.
That's a good villain backstory.
Yeah, messed up.
I'm trying to do my best to be the superhero. Yeah. Y'all don't want to accept it. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
That's a good ass story to me. Now I got to be the bad guy. That's literally what's Syndrome from Incredibles.
Oh yeah,
Little Syndrome story right there. Shit.
Hey,
that's the other reason movies are hard though, is because all movies are really the same fucking thing. They say that there's 13 actual like movies, right? And everything is just a repeat of those.
Yeah.
Actual plots.
Like with plots and things like that.
Same plot points.
Somebody shows up here. You discover something. Or blah, 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 blah.
That's why when you go watch a movie with your grandpa or somebody old who's seen movies a bunch of times, they're like, yeah, he's going to come in here with a gun. Yeah, he's going to do this. Yeah. It's like, God damn it, you ruined this movie, but I knew that too. And I low-key think it's kind of instinctual in people too, because there's movies I've watched and I'm like, okay, all right, come on, let's get to the point. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a fact.
Movie language is interesting. And with that dying down, let's go ahead and switch on over to the other topic in that genre of video games.
Video games. Oh, man.
Top 3s.
Video games. Lots of...
I'm going to do my honorable mentions first off. Hades was really cool.
Oh, Hades.
There was one just like it, and it had the dude who voices Hellboy. I cannot remember the name of that game. It's like Dead Revolver or something like that. But it was almost the same style as Hades, but you had you had guns or whatever, and you pick them up as you go. It was pretty cool. It was honestly a really cool one. Okay. 12 Minutes is an honorable mention. I played like 5 minutes of it. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, you're like, this is... What am I doing?
It was a cool game. It was a really cool concept. I don't know why I couldn't just sit around and stick with it. I thought it was pretty cool. Left 4 Dead, or whatever, the Back 4 Blood. That's another mention. It's really a barely mention because I only played like one level of it. And I really didn't like it. I don't know why I mentioned it at all. Apex, the season, I'll give it a mention because you can't really give it because it didn't come out this year.
Yeah.
I'm kind of piggybacking off of your shoulder too. Red Dead was last year, huh? That was years ago.
Red Dead was 2018.
Damn.
2018, yeah.
See, and that's what makes it lame because I know for a fact I picked it up and finished it this year.
Oh my god,
yeah,
bro.
I finished it at the beginning of this year for sure.
No. Yeah, that came out 2018. I only know that because God of War came out that year too. Those two games were fighting for Game of the Year.
And I know because I just finished The Last of Us, and that's when I started that one.
Yeah.
So that's for damn sure. Yeah,
yep. I would say my top 3 for video games for this year. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I did play this game this year. This game came out a while ago, but I really fucking enjoyed A Plague Tale: Innocence. You're the one who told me about that. Yeah, A Plague Tale.
Which one?
That's the one with
the rats. Yeah, that one is really cool.
You're the one who told me.
Was that this year that came out?
That didn't come out this year, but I played it this year.
That's definitely an honorable. Yeah. I played it this year.
I'll say honorable.
Should we just do what I played this year because it is kind of lame to.
No, I mean,
I guess there are games that came out this year. You're not wrong.
The Plague Tale, I'll just give a shout out because I did play that this year for the first time in that game. I was really awesome. I love story games. Mm-hmm. I love to play I love to sit down and play a good story game. So
I hear you with that.
I loved that game. I was really surprised. There's nothing better than being surprised by something.
You know what? And that's what made Hades and that game I was talking about kind of hard.
Hades
was because
awesome.
They have good stories, but like when there's too much length in between like each little cutscene, sometimes for me it gets too boring.
Yeah.
Like with Halo, like they have a good parse. The game's great all the way through. Yeah. But then sometimes you have this like, all right, I'm stuck in this fucking room. What's really the point here? Yeah. Let's get to this next cutscene so I can get out of this room. Let me out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I felt with Halo because I hate the fucking tunnel levels.
The
tunnel levels seem to be way too long on that one.
Do this, do that. Go get a power source.
And then you get stuck because you're like, where the fuck is the power source? Because you're not in the range with your little scope room thing.
This game did not come out this year, but it blew up this year.
Splitgate was cool. I like that. Splitgate. Was Outer Worlds this year or that was last? No, that was this year.
Outer Worlds is a while ago, bro.
No, that was this year still, though.
That was...
like the beginning of this year.
Maybe some DLC.
Damn it,
that game's not this year, bro. That game's old.
What the fuck came out?
They just announced Outer Worlds 2 this year.
I know!
I was like, what?
I'm not... This isn't an honorable mention. This is a dishonorable mention. Mm-hmm. Cyberpunk, 76. Battlefield, 76.
Fuck Battlefield. I feel so bad for that franchise.
What was the other one?
So bad for
the last one that I had. Oh, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, or Trilogy Definitive, whatever, dumbass edition.
Fuck that, yeah.
I'm really mad at that because I really, really did want to play that. I'd never beaten the San Andreas, and I got like 3 levels in there, and it was buku. I think this one actually dropped this year. This one? I forgot what it's called, how to say it.
Origami?
I don't know why. I can read it, but I couldn't say it. Yeah. Origami, yeah. Origami. This game was fucking cool. Have you seen any play of it? I'll put a little clip up real quick. Basically, you just like this ninja and you sneak around, and to get these kills, you just drop in on homies. Oh shit, that's gonna cut the audio. I'm an idiot. I'm such a flipping idiot. Gosh damn it. Camera audio for like 2 seconds, and we're back.
And we're back.
So yeah, we're not showing you all the video. I mean, we'll definitely show you all the video now because I'm going to have to cut the audio for that. I'll just throw up some of the gameplay I have. I have the gameplay of that game. Anyway, yeah, that one was cool. I
was thinking about the GTA thing today too, just because I saw somebody tweet and they're like, I feel like, they're like, it's kind of crazy that Rockstar kind of gave 2 updates to the GTA trilogy and they were kind of just like, all right, that's enough. because they haven't mentioned anything on it again.
Yeah, and to me, people did stop talking about it real quick.
Seeing that, it bummed me out, bro. It really did bum me out because I'm just like, I'm the same with you. I've never beat San Andreas, so I was really looking forward to going back and getting back into these games with Vice City still being my favorite GTA. That's more so because nostalgia. But to have an actual remaster of
that
those,
which I know,
nice.
I know that the game was.
That takes that's a lot of development time. It's a lot of development time to do a full on remaster of these games. You would probably sell them at $60 if they're full remasters. But hey, why not do that though? These are like legendary games, like legit. GTA 3 basically invented open world games.
Yeah.
GTA is the inventor of open world games. That's why they're the cream of the crop. Like when it comes to those, they are the blueprint for open world games. So it's just really shitty that they wouldn't look back at their games who are so iconic that invented a certain genre and they're like, all right, we don't even care. We just don't even care. We're just gonna put it out and sell it to you for $60. We don't give a fuck. And it's like you spit in people's faces. You didn't even spit in our face. You spit in your own face.
Really though,
you just shitted on your own baby. It's like this is what made you who you are, and it was like we don't give a fuck about you.
Not only with that, but it's literally everything you just said. The way that they ported that game over, they just use like a computer to look at all of it. So the statement has been said multiple times. Why didn't homie just at least do one playthrough? Yeah. You can tell by a fact. If homies did do a playthrough, they weren't playing. They were just like, all right, the game looks like it works.
They were probably driving around. They weren't doing missions.
I was able to hit all the little marker points. I completed the missions.
Didn't get to the rain parts.
Exactly.
Or anything like that. Like, bro, like, what did y'all do? Did you just legit drive around?
You know what's funny, though? You know what's funny about the rain thing? It didn't rain in my game until after homies had started saying... Like, I hadn't noticed it until I found a video about it. Same. And then I was like, oh, shit, it's hella raining like that! This is how bad it is? Yeah. And they said they fixed that, though, didn't they?
They said they fixed it.
I haven't looked at it since.
I have no drive to play it. I have no drive to play that.
I found a shortcut, also. You do, shit, of course. You do this, and then you hit... this sort button, and then you hit recently played, and that'll show you everything that you've played recently. So sweet. I mean, we could assume that's the year.
Okay, yeah.
So I'd for sure played the Origami. That was badass. Back for Blood. I downloaded the oh my gosh, Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
I think I played it for 5 minutes.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Splitgate again. All right, through this list, let me look real quick. Give us like 2 seconds. In fact, here's a clip of something funny.
I would say okay. So I'm my top 3 for this year. This is gonna be crazy because I would have never thought that this would be a number 1 for me. Forza Horizon 5.
That seems like that makes sense. That was a really good one.
I think Forza Horizon 5 for me. Having it. The thing that sucks. I don't know when the hell Jordan's gonna get one, but bro,
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
The next gen is a game changer. These games.
Here's my question.
Fucking incredible.
They've got that little baby model. Should I just get the baby model? Little $300 one?
You can get it. I mean, if I were you, I would just spend the $200.
That's what I'm saying.
To get the Big Daddy. The digital's cool, but because it does the digital. The thing is, it'll output in 60 1080. So you're not getting 4Ks. So you're not getting the best looking. But at the end of the day, it's a 60 FPS, 1080 machine. With some can scale up to 1440p, but a lot of monitors and TVs aren't really set at 1440p. So it's a beefy little console for sure. It's essentially the Xbox One X is still powerful, more powerful than that. So you might as well just get the Series X. But having the Series X and playing these games is a different experience. We'll be straight up. It's a different experience. Forza Horizon 5 is a fucking phenomenal racing game. And it's just a phenomenal game in general. My one thing about it is I will say, people have said this with the map, there's too much icons on that map. And the thing that's annoying about it too is like once you finish something, it still stays there. So it's like, this race is done. Like, you're done with the race, but it just stays on the map. So you'll look at this map, bro, in Forza Horizon 5, And there could be up to 100 icons on your map.
Yeah, because it's just...
what is the point? Like, dude, clean this up. If I finish something, get it out of there. I don't want to see it.
So even if you do like the drive through the braking sign, that thing's still there?
Yeah, it's grayed out. Yeah, on the map,
it stays, but it grays out?
It stayed out, but it's grayed. And then even if you do a race, what they do is they keep it there with just a gold circle on the bottom. But it's like, everything looks the same. Yeah. Like, I have to... You really gotta look. If I want to find a race, which I've already done a shit ton of races, now I have to like specifically go through the map, just like one by section. So you're like, all right, did I do anything in here? Am I missing anything in here? I'm like, bro, just clean the fucking map up. Give me an option to say, hey, if I finish something, it takes it off. Okay? But other than that game is awesome, dude. Driving around that map is awesome. Forza Horizon 4, I played a little bit of it. Probably put like 8 hours into that game. In its lifespan. In this game, I'm at 23 hours, and it's only been out for about a month. So that just goes to show, like, I do like this game quite a bit. Phenomenal game. I would probably say my third. I don't know, man. A lot of.
How long did you play the show for?
I played it for like a week.
I started up a game and I struck out and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
It's cool.
It's good. It's got good graphics. It's cool to see that it's finally on Xbox.
Yeah, that's a beautiful looking game.
It's cool. It was cool, but I was like,
special. That's a big thing for Xbox for sure.
That is huge.
That's huge now. That's like to lock a whole sports game on a console is so dumb. Just like you fuckers got Spider-Man, you pieces of shit.
Well, no, and that's the other thing. It's like to have console restricted things and then to let it be on PC at the same time. That's kind of dumb. The whole Halo thing, Halo being on PC, it's like, why not do whatever the extra step is to go and put it on PlayStation? Because is it that simple or is it that complicated? Because I don't know.
Well, this is the thing. It is kind of that simple because you could use an Xbox controller on PlayStation. So you could do all this shit. Now the thing is, it's funny you say that because it's not Microsoft that's against that.
It's Sony. The rules. It's the law.
It's not. No, it's not a law. It's the company. Sony doesn't want Xbox on their console. Why are they going to help out Microsoft? That's at the end of the day, they're companies. They're companies, bro. That is interesting. At the end of the day, they're companies and they're competing against each other.
Let me ask you this: how cool would it be if you could buy an Xbox or a PlayStation, right? You go down to the store, you could buy an Xbox or a PlayStation disc and just throw it into whatever console you had. That shit would make some fucking sense. Yeah, no. That would be some universally interesting shit.
Yeah, no, that'd be nuts.
But that's exactly what you're saying. This is the company shit.
Well,
it's because the one company doesn't want to hang out with that company.
One company doesn't want to do it. Microsoft has said, or Phil Spencer has came out and said, look, Bethesda, because they were talking about Bethesda acquisition. And they're like, oh, so you're just going to take Bethesda games off PlayStation? Like, come on. Like, they've been on there from the start. Like, you're just going to take them all? And then Phil Spencer said, look, those games are going to live on wherever Game Pass is. So, if Sony wants to put Game Pass on PlayStation, they could play Bethesda games. Sony doesn't want to do it. Because why are they going to help Microsoft? At the end of the day, you're going to enable all of your subscribers to pay Microsoft money for a subscription that goes directly to Microsoft. Makes no point. It makes no sense for Sony.
Here's what's funny to me, though.
It makes no sense for Sony.
What's funny to me is behind closed doors, all those dudes are juking and jiving just the same way in the same rooms.
Oh, yeah. No,
so it's like... they're
cool.
They're cool the PlayStation owner and the Xbox owner, they probably smoked 6 blunts together already.
There is no console wars. The console wars are between customers, the idiots on the ground who think that their fucking voice matters. That's who the real console wars are for.
Dude, do you remember the South Park?
My PlayStation is better. I got God of War and da. Do
you remember the South Park episode like that?
No.
They had it was like a 4-part thing, and I think it's called the Stick of Truth or something. Anyway, it's a console wars against Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh, shut up.
And literally the whole town is going in on it, and it's like during Black Friday and all this shit. It was the funniest thing ever. So anytime I hear console wars, that's what I think of.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Nah, and then now you have Xbox. Hey, shout out to Xbox, man. Xbox been killing it. They've been killing it this year.
When did Crackdown 3 come out?
Nigga, that was forever ago.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
This guy is mentioning games that came out 3 years ago.
That is not 3 years ago.
Crackdown 3 is old, bro.
I could imagine it being 2 years old.
Crackdown 3 is like, that was like one of the first games on Game Pass.
You are right. I do remember that.
That game was old.
It was a big piece at the time, and then it came out, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was still disappointed by that. By the way,
I didn't.
I'm very disappointed.
I didn't.
I played the first. I played the second one, and I really liked the second one. I never beat it, but I got close. But I beat this one, and I was like, "Oh, this is stupid." Anyway, are you done? Is it my turn?
My top 3: Forza 5, amazing game. I'll call it what it is. I'll say Apex. Apex is my second, just ongoing game when I'm playing. And then I'll throw Halo in there. I'm gonna throw Halo in there simply because I don't really feel like I have much else to pick from.
No, you're not wrong. I'm kind of with you there as far as Xbox.
Forza. So I'll say Forza.
Last of Us 2 was last year, right? Or was that the very beginning of this year?
I think that was 2020. That was 2020. Yeah.
It was the end of 2020. That's why my brain's confused.
That game came out. Last of Us came out like in the summertime.
Mm-hmm. What about Last Jedi or Fallen Order?
That's old.
This one.
That came out like 2019.
God damn! I'm out of the loop as far as dates.
That came out 2019. Yeah.
It just confused me because it looks like I recently played it.
Actually, Jedi came out 2018, but it came out like December.
Damn.
I remember because it was a part of the Game Award conversations because that was going to compete with Red Dead and fucking that game and God of War, but it came out in December, so it couldn't fall in.
Oh, yeah. No way that would have been able to compete with Red Dead.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? That's what EA was going to try to do?
No, they weren't going to try to do that, but it was like, so it fell into the 2019 conversation.
Okay.
But,
interesting. Well, I was going to mention that one because I thought it was part of this year. But I think mine, I literally had it. Now I've lost it because I thought I knew. Oh, that's what it was called. West of Dead. That's the one. That one is definitely sick. I like that one a lot. So my top 3 are going to have to be Skate 3.
What?
Skate 3.
Oh my God.
That's it. There's only one. All 3 spots.
Skate 3.
Alright, no, just joking. I'm pretty sure Hades and Up is probably what I've mostly played this year.
Yeah.
So I would assume, like I said, that 12 minutes was cool for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I really got nothing myself. Damn.
Yeah.
All I have is that, and I want to say it completely different every time. Origami 2, that's it. Origami 2 and Apex and Halo, but I really don't want to give it to Halo because, like I said, it like just dropped, so it kind of feels too new to be like, this is the game of the year.
Yeah.
I will give it that it took my attention.
Uh-huh.
In the time that it came out, I know for a fact I played the consistent 28 hours. Like
I'd
go to work, come home, right back on it.
You were lost in the sauce in Halo.
Well, that is my campaign. I will not lie. The Halo campaign is my favorite. Halo 5 lost me because they did whatever the dumbass shit they did.
Trash.
I was able to beat Halo 4, so it's like, seems to me you put any Halo in front of me, I'll be able to beat it as long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
I like the Halo review still coming, guys.
Yeah, we're still in the mix of it.
That's definitely still coming, so I don't think we're not gonna do that.
We're definitely gonna talk about it. It's gonna be a whole ass episode.
I will say that it is nice that we've had time. Like we didn't just like fall into, I love it. Like I love this game.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we had time.
And I think that's the benefit of us sitting with it too. Yeah.
So
because I would have, it's the best game ever, guys. You gotta play it right now.
Straight up. So it's good that we let some time pass.
Yeah.
And, I think we're gonna have a really, really insightful review.
In fact, I'm gonna play some more. I'm gonna play some more of it today.
Coming soon. That'll be out in a couple weeks or so for that review. But yeah, Halo. I feel like I'm giving it my 3rd just because
Halo's definitely the 3rd. Origami's my 2, and then shit.
There's Something Dead. Walk of.
Huh? Oh, the West of Dead. No, that was
a shout out.
That was a shout out. I think. I don't really have a one. Nothing has really, honestly, pulled me in too much. Apex was really cool this year. Yeah. I like the new characters, but it's like, I don't have a one.
Ash was good.
I guess Halo will be my 1.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking Halo.
Hey, bro, it's a
bitch of a year.
It's a packaged game. The Halo is probably the biggest game of the year.
That's for sure.
It's the biggest game of the year.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah, it is.
I'm just trying to think because it's like, I know other shit came out, but I feel like either I didn't play it or there just wasn't anything to pay attention to this year is what my guess is.
That's how I'm feeling too, yeah.
Dead Cells was cool, but I think that's an older game too.
Dead Cells is old.
That's a dope ass little, yeah. Fortnite's got Spider-Man on it now. That's pretty cool.
All right, so
yeah, games category kind of sucks. Sorry, y'all. Back 4 Blood was okay. Maybe next year.
I did play the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I beat Mass Effect for the first time, the first one. That was a really cool playthrough. I really liked that story. I was surprised.
Have you started any other ones?
I started Mass Effect 2, but Mass Effect 2 is all about, like, just go here, gather your team. And I'm like, I probably put in, like, maybe 6 or 7 hours into that game, and now I'm kind of just like, I don't want to keep having to do the same thing. I'm just getting team members. This is kind of boring to me.
You get all the team members, and then at the end, based on the decisions you make,
they either die or whatever.
Yeah, die. You know what's funny is that completely reminds me of any one of those Telltale games.
I fucking love the Telltale games.
That's what it reminds me of. I can't remember which one, but it's just because it's such a heavy decision-based game. Like any choice can really fuck up the whole rest of the game. The Last of Us one, The Walking Dead one.
The Walking Dead.
That one was so sick. And I remember playing it, and I'm like, shit, I'm going to play this shit over so I can make the right choice, because I like that person. He shouldn't have died.
I love the Telltale games for 2 things. One, like I said, I like story games. I like to sit down and enjoy a good story.
Look up The Wolf Among Us next time you get a chance.
I played it.
Oh, you did that one?
I beat it.
That one was my favorite Telltale.
I love The Wolf. The Wolf Among Us is probably, I think it's my second. The Wolf Among Us is my second, with Walking Dead season 1 being the first.
Okay.
But Wolf Among Us is awesome.
That
was so fucking cool.
That one was way cool.
That was so sick, and you know they're making a second one too. It's apparently it's supposed to come out. They're saying maybe the end of next year or early 2023.
I like that one because every choice you made honestly was satisfactory. You're like, okay, that's good shit. I'm okay with that choice. You didn't really second guess any decision in that game. I didn't.
You know, this is gonna be so like fucking nerdy of me, bro. I think another reason why I really like that game is because one of my favorite movies of all time, favorite movie series, is Shrek.
Okay.
I fucking love Shrek. I love Shrek.
Absolute Shrek area.
Shrek is life, Shrek is love. I love Shrek. So, with that movie being like the fairy tales and shit, so when I was playing The Wolf Among Us, I had no idea what this game is about, bro. I just know it's another Telltale game, and I've heard good things about it. So I played it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like some Shrek stuff. Like, you got the 3 piggies, there's some toads over here talking, and you got the bears, there's some bears.
I love how everyone just got like they just got thrown into the real world, and it's like, this is the character they told.
Yes!
Like, who was it? Tweedledee and Tweedledum or like thugs or whatever. That shit was so funny.
I remember some people being like broke, like some characters were broke as hell, and I was like, what the? It was cool.
And like Snow White and the handsome dude are in like a nice apartment and shit.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good.
That's definitely gonna get a replay from me. Before when the second one comes out, it's definitely gonna get a replay.
Definitely for sure. You're not wrong.
For sure, I might even replay that soon because that's just talking about it. Sounds really cool. Really cool to replay that game, dude. But hell yeah, man.
Hey, isn't that funny though? When we talk about video games, homies are like, I might have to replay that. But movies is like, yeah, I've seen it, we're good.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah, you know? Something about video games, man, that interactive.
Dude, it really, and I think that really is a driving force. Because I've hung out with people and they're like, I don't get how you can like watch other people play video games. And it's like, honestly, I'd rather watch somebody else play a game than watch a movie. Because even when watching somebody, you're like, bro, you should have gone that way. And even that is like cool in of itself.
My mom thinks I'm crazy too sometimes because I'll watch Twitch and I'm in the living room and shit, so I'll be watching Twitch or something. She was like, "Oh, I thought you were playing." I'm like, "No, I'm watching somebody." She was like, "You're addicted." She's like, "I'm not addicted. I'm just for one, it's kind of background noise for me, but then two, you could learn. I learn shit from watching people. If I'm watching Diego Soares play Apex, if I'm watching Prodigy play Apex, if I'm watching Nelson play Apex. You learn from these people.
That's how you learn.
That's cool. Like, he's like, in what Jordan was saying, like, yo, you would have done this, or I would have done this. You should have gone that way. You should do this. Like, it's cool. So, I like it.
And watching people, I have this inner desire to teach. I don't know what it is. I love the idea of, like, when people learn shit. So, I've always wanted to be, like, a gaming coach. Like,
cool.
So that shit would be crazy cool, would it not be?
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, you should have ducked right there. And when I play my own games, I do that to myself. I'm like, okay, I knew I should have ducked. I knew I should have moved. I already know what move I should have made. But yeah, that's why I like video games.
There's a homie on Twitter. Is a black guy who follows Gaming Pop, and then he also follows me. I'm sure he follows you.
You'll find out.
And he's a big Halo guy.
Oh.
And I guess he just there was a Halo event in like Raleigh Raleigh somewhere over there in the Midwest or whatever. And he was a coach for one of them. He got signed up for a coach. And, like, I was watching one of his videos. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, just headed over to the thing right now to go coach the Halo team. He was like, I'm fucking ready, man. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm feeling good. Like, he was just cursing and stuff, just being himself. And I was just like, that is so freaking cool.
I would love that.
So cool.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're just over your homie's shoulder going, bro, you got to duck. I need you to take a deep breather, slow down, watch your crosshairs. You got this
shit. That shit was dope, bro. I was like, oh, this dude who follows our Game and Pop little podcast is over here doing a coach for Halo.
No, and you saying that is more evidence that we need to get more interactive with our clientele here.
I know we definitely do.
Our friends here.
Yeah, we definitely do, for sure.
And I think that wraps up the gaming portion.
Yeah.
We can really tap into music, and then I think that's the episode.
For sure. Music.
I'm going to go first on music. My one and only album from this year that I have yet to stop playing has been Melodic Blue.
I knew you were going to say it.
Bro, it honestly, it's to the point that even when I'm at work, homie's like, oh, Jorian's here. Somebody put on Baby Keem. Or even, oh my gosh, dude. It's kind of annoying now because anytime those tracks come on, homies immediately look at me like, Jorian, you vibing right now? You in on it?
Two-phone Baby Keem.
Fuck you and me. Oh my gosh.
Two-phone Baby Keem.
I love that fool. I can't get over that album. Then, other than that, Majid Jordan dropped a really good album, but that's me just being the same sucker for the same artist. Roy Woods didn't drop anything, so I can't really say anything there. And then, go ahead.
He dropped that one track that was fire.
Touch You. Yeah.
Fuck a COVID-19. Long as I'm getting nobody on me. That song was fire. That song was fire from Roy, bro. That shit was hot.
Let's hope we don't get copywritten for that.
Shit.
Hey, that's another thing we didn't tell you at the opener. We've gotten 3 copyright strikes on this page, y'all. 3 of them.
They're trying to get us out of here.
For y'all's entertainment, we're taking it.
Yeah, they're trying to get us out of here.
Taking that shit to court.
How
crazy would that be for you to go to court for one of those? Warner Brothers head studios in there.
No.
Yeah, you guys use the Spider-Man theme in your song.
So this is ours now.
We used 15 seconds of the Spider-Man thing, and they're like, nope, they did not like that.
Okay, so I'm excited to talk about this because I've actually listened to a lot of fucking music this year.
You have branched out this year.
Holy shit, yeah, a lot of fucking music this year. I have gotten heavily... So towards the end of last year, I started getting into Griselda, which is like Benny the Butcher, Westside Gunn, and Conway. And they have other people, but they're the 3 main people in Griselda. So I've been heavy into them. My favorite album of the year is Pray for Haiti by Mac Homie. He is a branch of Griselda. I don't think he's in it, but he's a branch. Westside Gunn actually executive produced his album. So he basically made a lot of the beats, and the sequence of his album, he put it all in order. Westside Gunn did. And Pray for Haiti is a fucking special album. As soon as I heard that album, I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? 1. And then 2, I was like, this is one of the best albums I've heard in the past 5 years. And then 3, I was like, yeah, this is my album of the year. Like, off rip. That album came out, I believe, I was on the road when it came out. I think like June or July.
On the road with your uncle?
Yeah. So in June or July, that album came out. And then as soon as I heard it, bro, I was like, yeah, this is my album of the year. And it has not changed. Kanye's dropped, Drake's dropped. Baby Keem's album was really good. But that Mac Homie, bro, is fucking held weight. That album is special as hell to me. It's not for everybody. It's very gritty. He's from New Jersey, so very East Coast centric rap. But fuck, if you love the art and the history of hip hop and rap, I definitely recommend checking out Pray for Haiti by Mac Homie. That album is fucking incredible. And it got fucking snubbed at the Grammys, but I don't expect anybody at the Grammys to listen to Mac Homie. So, yeah, go check that out. The album was fucking amazing. I would say my second, surprisingly, bro, this album came in maybe 2 weeks ago. Fucking Chomp 2 by Russ. What an album.
Oh, Russ came back?
Russ, bro. Yeah, he's been quiet. And
yeah, y'all need to start
when that album came out, bro, this album came out like 2 weeks ago, guys. And I'm not a Russ fan. I am not a Russ fan. Like, I've never been a Russ fan. I've heard a couple of his songs.
I admire Russ.
I'm like, he's cool. I like that he's an independent guy. I like that he's very big. Fuck the industry. I
also like his can-do attitude.
Yeah, like I could do whatever. He's very confident. He's a very confident guy. He knows I'm that guy. Like blah blah blah. He believes in himself. I think that's special.
Yeah.
That's something that a lot of people don't really have. Also confidence. I just watched a 2 hour and a half interview with him on Rory and Mal's podcast. I watched it over a week, so it's not like I sat down and watched 2.5 hours. But he was just talking about the industry. He was talking about confidence. He was talking about women. And I actually sent it to Jalen. I was like, hey, I think you should check this out because he's making music and shit like that. I was like, I think you should check this out, bro. I think you might learn some stuff. But anyway, about the music, Chomp 2, that is what a fucking album. What a surprise! Like, I knew he could spit. But he has so much of... I feel like he makes a lot of music for women. Like, he's kind of like another Drake, but not... He hasn't gotten to that poppy spot to where Drake's at.
Yeah.
So, his music, a lot of girls are going to be at his shows because he has a lot of the melodic, smooth shit. But on this album, he had... What a future list.
We're still talking about Russ, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Russ. What a future list on this fucking album. He got, like, legends to come and do this album. This is a hip-hop, rappity-rap fucking album. So, if you're a Russ fan and you're expecting to hear Drive Me Crazy, like all that slow, melodic shit, it is not here.
Oh,
this is
good.
a rap
That's
album.
Good. I like when he raps. He can rap. That's his thing.
He can spit, bro. He got freaking Ransom on here, Papoose, Styles P, Westside Gunn, Big Crit, Snoop Dogg, Jay Electronica, Joey Badass, Big Sean, Wale, Conway the Machine, Sci-Fi the Prince. Yeah, incredible album. Chomp 2 is an incredible album, and that shit just came out, and it's already my second album of the year. That fantastic.
I'm gonna put a pause on your idea real quick. I just now realized you're into the music, I'm into the movies, and we're both kind of into video games.
I'm very much into video games.
I know we're very into video games. But what I'm saying is, based off of this review of the year, so far it's been you've more so been into music this year. I've more so been into movies, and then gaming is just kind of in the
gaming's been
it's been very this year.
Gaming's for sure been like this year. But Mac Homie, Chomp 2, Pray for Haiti, Chomp 2. And then, let me give y'all one more.
My number 3 is that newest Snoop Dogg album. I like that a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Out of nowhere, I really came out to like Snoop Dogg.
Say less. I'll check that out. I love me some Snoop. I added it. I just didn't listen to it yet.
I think the reason that I really started to like it is because I saw an interview with him and Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Dude, Snoop Dogg's personality and swagger is what I drive to be now. I would love to be like Snoop Dogg.
He's lit, bro. He's been lit for a long time.
Well, that's why. He's just been himself forever.
Yes.
That's why. That's literally what he was saying. He's like, I just went out there, did my fucking shit, and I went home.
Yeah.
So I love that.
I hear that. Snoop's a legend, bro. He's a legend.
And it's crazy because, my parents at one point were saying, Snoop Dogg's the shit right now.
Exactly. No, legit. Like,
that's what gets you.
Been around for a long time.
One of the tracks on here is called New Oldie. By far my favorite one on there.
Okay. I'll definitely check that out. Okay, so my third is Brockhampton, Roadrunner, New Light, New Machine. That album, I've been a fan of Brockhampton since their Saturation series in 2017, I believe. They've been through a lot of changes. Amir got kicked out of the group. For some allegations, so they kicked him out. But Brockhampton, I love them. I love that group. I think they're fucking talented as shit. It's very hard in the music industry to have a big ass rap group. Just a group in general.
Oh yeah,
it's very hard.
E40, where are they at?
One Direction, like just groups in general. It's very hard to keep this shit together. So Brockhampton, I admire how far they've made it. I admire the music that they put out. And then with this latest album, I think it's one of their best albums since the Saturation Trilogy in 2017. I really enjoyed it. Kevin Abstract is a genius. Amir's awesome. Jabba's sick. Everybody's cool. I love it. That is... I think if the albums didn't get switched up because they had the first version and then they released the deluxe, and both of those albums I've listened to, both of them each have gotten played like 122 times. So I think that's my most played album of the year, and not Certified Lover Boy. because both of those albums were split. But if you add up both of the numbers, I think it is my number 1 most played album. But yeah, I really like that Brockhampton. If you enjoy, I would say melodic. It's very rapidy rap, but they're also young too. Like they're like us. They're in their mid-20s, you know, and they're trying to figure shit out. They get into some depressing shit sometimes, but they also have very upbeat shit. Okay. And yeah, they're awesome. That is an awesome group, and I love them, and a really good album. So that's my number 3.
How do you feel about Travis Scott right now?
I think Travis Scott will be fine. Those 2 songs were good.
I honestly haven't listened to them because they came out at that same time as the whole fiesta that was going on. Yeah. But it's funny that AJ's the only person on here that's been listening to it. I thought that was funny for some reason.
They're good. They're good songs.
Honestly, the picture kind of threw me off. You know me, I'm all about the symbolism and shit. When that whole concert came out, literally that concert happened. I did my mushrooms, that 7 grams, 2 days after. The whole time I'm on the mushrooms, I was thinking about that stage. And there was a portion where I was sitting there and I was like, I literally was in the crowd for 2 seconds. I was in the crowd for 2 seconds because of the trip, and I was like, I gotta get my mindset out of here. No, baby. And so yeah, that shit has been tripping me up all year.
Hell no, I don't want to imagine.
I wasn't trying
to. At some of those videos from that concert, because I'd be freaking the fuck out. I'm sure you were.
And it freaked me out because the biggest thing that they were talking about was how his stage was this circle, making a portal to whatever. And so the whole rest of the night, I'm seeing circles everywhere I'm looking. And I'm just like, dude, so there's portals everywhere. So it's not even what Travis Scott was doing. There's just portals everywhere. Yeah. And with his show and all that shit, I legit, as crazy and as odd as it's going to sound for me, I don't blame that fool for anything. I think, you know, whatever designs and all that imagery, he put that shit there for a reason. That's why I get so scared. And, imagery and symbolism is really a thing. That's why it's there. That's why the red lights are red and green lights are green. You know what I'm saying? So it's you can't tell me that doesn't mean the same shit. So when I see that concert, I feel bad for the people who went there, but at the same time, you also got to know what you're getting into. Me personally, I'm never going to go to a single Travis Scott show. The one Travis Scott show that we went to at Rolling Loud, that's because the nigga was just there. And even then, I didn't have a good feeling being there. As weird as that is. I don't know. I hate to get way on that subject, but...
Nah, I think...
that was just my last thoughts. So we were talking about music.
Well, I don't know. There's one thing you said that I was like, ooh, that's kind of tough. When you were like, what happened there was kind of like, well, you kind of know what you got yourself into.
And that is too, not everybody knew, because everyone's a big diehard fan and more distracted by, I know he's helped a lot of people get out of the mental states that they were in. I know he's helped a lot of people for sure. For me, I've listened to a few tracks and I'm like, all right, cool, I feel a lot better now.
Yeah. So. The thing with that is, what happened there to me wasn't Travis Scott's fault. It wasn't any imagery. It wasn't any demonic thing. It was a simple matter of people not having decency for the people who are around them.
That too.
So
that's definitely
you can. I'll just give my thoughts on this. Conspiracy theory this, conspiracy theory that. He did that, he didn't stop this, he didn't do that. Those people died because people around them didn't give people enough space to breathe. That is really what happened. Yeah. That's what happened.
That really is it.
That is all that happened. There was a child who fell off their dad's shoulders and people fucking didn't give a fuck and stepped on a kid. That's what happened. So blame the people. I mean, there is no other. We're barbaric. We're fucking barbaric human beings.
I'm upset because we have to end the podcast on that.
Right on that.
Because the camera's cut out. So for you audio listeners, we're gonna switch it up just real quick. This next year's gonna be badass for us.
Yeah.
A lot of cool shit planned. Charles is gonna get a girlfriend next week, and I'll probably travel 3 weeks after. So. If the episodes do cease to exist, that's why we got.
Yeah, we're gonna get so much honeys, bro.
That's why I told you that's why my mom pimped out my car, was in the hopes that I would get girls.
Shut up.
Yeah, she put the rims on my tires and goes,
no.
You're gonna get girls now. And my immediate thought when she said that was, so you're just trying to get me to start dating gold diggers? Because if a girl's gonna notice that I got rims and that's how she's talking to me, come on.
Hey, shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to Jordan's mom pimping out his car.
Shout out to anybody who made it to the end of this. Yeah.
I'm excited for the next year. This is gonna be fun.
I'm very excited.
This is gonna be fun. Y'all cannot see it, but I am tired of shit.
I agree.
And I gotta go to work.
I agree.
This fucking sucks.
I'm lucky because I gotta take a little power nap.
This sucks. You're working today too, right?
Yeah, but I work at 4, so I get to take a nice little nap.
Oh, you're a bastard.
But I work till 1 in the morning, so I mean, take your poison.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
We love you. Thanks again for tuning in. If you've made it this far, special messages out to you. And deuces.
Love you. Deuces.
I don't know why.